Are we good to go, Dina?
Oh, nope, the recording just started. There's a delay, so a moment.
Okay, no worries.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is Dana with 1000 Mile. I'm excited to introduce Julia from Classic Vacations. Classic Vacations is one of our newest preferred partners here. If you do have questions, please go ahead and enter them into the chat box. We'll go ahead and address any of those questions at the end of today's session. And so welcome, Julia. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, and thank you so much for having us. Well, welcome everyone to a little Classic Vacations overview here. At the beginning, when I met with Dana here, I asked her, do I have 3 hours or 20 minutes? So we can make this as long as we could, but I'm going to condense it. And I want to make sure that we have a little bit of time at the end to answer your questions. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. My name is Julia Jakkaraju, and I am the Director of Key Accounts and Consortia Relationships here at Classic Vacations. So I oversee and manage all of our national accounts and partnerships and relationships, such as the one with the 1000 Mile Group. So I am incredibly excited that we are now a preferred partner with you. And I cannot wait to see where this partnership is going to take us. So I wanted to introduce you to Classic today. And before we jump in, I would like to start with really what makes Classic Classic. And that's always going to be the people. So here on the screen, you're able to see our sales team. As you can see, we have a good amount of people all over the country. But the team is led by our two fearless leaders, which is Sue Ferguson and Marilyn Cairo, Vice President of Sales, as well as Vice President of Group Sales. And then we have our sales department across the entire United States. So wherever you are located, rather than pairing one BDM to your account, we work by states and locations. So we're really interested in knowing on where you are physically located so that we can pair you with a BDM that is responsible for your area. That will allow us to be in touch with you a lot more frequently, to see you in person a lot more frequently, which makes the biggest difference that we found, and just so you have your person and your support system on the ground. So if you have any questions about who is my BDM, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to make an introduction to you. Our BDMs, I always like to say, are more than just people that that present classic info to you. They really want to be a partner in crime to you. They want to know how you are doing, not just on a business level, but also on a personal level. Our BDMs tend to get very close with our customers to really support them as best as they can. So I definitely encourage you to also build that relationship with your BDM as well. Before we jump in, and since we are a brand new partner, I would like to just give you a very brief, not a very long history lesson, but a very, very brief one, because I think our history is quite unique. Our story started in 1978, so it's quite a while ago, and our history started in Hawaii. And the way it started is back in the days, you had a lot of tour operators and wholesale partners that sold wholesale, and travel advisors had to do business with wholesale because this whole booking direct thing like it is today didn't exist back in the days. But what did not exist back in the days was a tour operator that focused on luxury. So Classic came in and focused on Hawaii, on just luxury property. And within these luxury properties, Classic focused only on the high room categories, the suites, the club levels, the high ADRs. And we did that, as you can see, for quite a while, that we really just focused on luxury in Hawaii. So we became very well known for this. We became a very reliable partner in the industry for our advisors, until our advisors came to us and said, hey, now what you're doing in Hawaii, we need you to do everywhere else in the world as well. And so based on our advisor feedback, we then expanded into Europe, Caribbean, Mexico, Tahiti, and you can see all the other destinations here on the screen that we expanded into. Two things that are absolutely important to mention here. The number one thing, and that is our proudest point, is Classic has always been, since 1978 and remains to this date, a B2B company only. So unlike everybody else that is out there, Classic only focuses on our travel advisors. So when you make a booking with Classic, when you work with Classic, the only thing we are interested in really is you and your business and your success. We, of course, take very, very good care of your customers, impeccable service from front to end. But when I say we're not interested in your customer, it means we're not interested in their data, right? We're not collecting any data. We're not sending any marketing messages to your customers. We really only focus and work with you. And that has allowed us over these years, that focus has allowed us over the years to really fine tune the business to a point where we're able to craft tools, destinations, promotions, and anything and everything we do just for our advisors, right? So we continuously gather and ask for feedback. What do you need? What destinations are you selling that we're missing? What tools do you need that we are not offering you? What are we missing? Because anything and everything we do just for our advisors and with our advisors in mind. So I want you to just kind of imagine that and keep that in mind. That is our most important message, B2B only. Moving on now to our global destination. So we came a long way destination-wise from Hawaii. Hawaii will always be our core, will always be our roots. But our number one destination actually is, it's a little bit of a fun fact here, not that there's going to be a quiz at the end, but just a fun fact, our number one destination is actually Europe. So as for volume and room nights, Europe is our number one destination, followed by the Caribbean, Mexico, and then Hawaii. These 4 destinations make up our core destinations, and that is just because of the volume and the amount of product that we have in these destinations. I also think a phenomenal destination for us is Tahiti. I think we have unbeatable campaigns, promotions, and prices there. Japan has been absolutely hot for the last couple of years. Africa is growing for us. United States is growing for us as well. And not displayed here, but a very proud fact for us is that we are also launching Australia and New Zealand again this year. But let's take a minute and talk about Europe. Why is Europe so special to us, and why is Europe our number one destination? And it's not a coincidence. We have a very, very good European team that is in destination in Europe. So our product managers that you can see here on the screen, we have 6 incredible product managers, all locals, all except for Maria Bistrin, are based in destinations in Europe. So we have Bonti, who oversees our entire European portfolio. She's in Athens, Greece. She has lived there for probably close to 30 years. We have Vicky, who was born and raised in Crete. So she is a very proud Greece citizen. We have Alessandro, who is in Rome. Valentina, who is actually, she lives in Florence, but she was actually born and raised in Sardinia, which is another up-and-coming destination for us. So we're super happy to have her in destination. Christy, also based in Athens. And then, of course, Maria, who's in the United States, which always helps with the time zones a little bit. But these 6 people here on the screen, I would like to not just see them as incredible human beings and an incredible support system, but also as our insiders, right? So let's imagine you get this request for Greek islands or Greek destinations that maybe you have not heard about, right? You can absolutely contact Vicky or Bonti or Christy and ask them insider tips, right? I have clients, honeymooners that don't want to do the typical Santorini Mykonos thing. They want to do something off the beaten path. What can you recommend? What is your favorite restaurant in Athens, right? So that is really what makes this team so unique. Not that I want to talk about problems today, but another advantage of having this team in destination and in touch with our suppliers on a daily basis. If your clients do encounter any issues or problems in destinations, you can be sure that the 6 of them will jump on it immediately to resolve these issues in destination. So I wanted to point that one out as a big advantage. Another big advantage for our European product and why this is such a successful product for us is our annual European Riches and European Riches Select campaign. These campaigns are year-long campaigns that include phenomenal added values. So think about a GM meet and greet, or daily breakfast in hotels and restaurants where you typically don't get daily breakfast included. Think about a local snack upon arrival, or a wine tasting, or a whiskey tasting, or anything of these sorts. So anything local, anything unique, and anything that is not a standard inclusion for the hotel. Our European Riches and Riches Select campaigns do include these things. So if you like to offer your clients added values, that would be a phenomenal campaign. So European Riches is for our 4 and 4.5 star products, and then the European Riches Select is going to be for our 5-star hotels in Europe. So when I talk about Europe also, not everything is 5-star and super duper luxury, right? So Classic really prides itself in a very unique and broad product selection in Europe. So we have really added on a lot of great hotels that offer phenomenal value, but also great service and good quality. Another thing I wanted to talk about today that makes Classic really classic, as I would like to say, is the online experience. So gone are the days where you had to pick up the phone, call Classic, be on the phone forever, maybe wait in the call center line. Nobody has time for this, especially now in Q1. So with Classic, you get a really phenomenal online experience as well. We completely revamped and rebuilt our booking engine over the last 3-4 years from scratch with our own engineers. And it is a fully functioning, beautiful booking engine now. So you can book anytime, any place, anywhere, whether it is a multi-destination trip or maybe 2 or 3 rooms for a family traveling together. Our booking engine does include Classic preferred hotels, as well as car rentals and tours and activities and flights. So it is really a one-stop shop for anything and everything you can do. One important thing to note with our booking engine and our inventory is that about 80% of our overall inventory is directly connected through this booking engine. So why does this matter? It matters because you get live pricing and live real-time inventory at any time, whether you check this booking engine at 9 p.m. on Sunday evening or at 12 p.m. on Christmas Day, you get the real-time inventory of the hotels right there, right then. And you can book this for your clients as well. And this really matters nowadays when you have all this instant gratification. Your clients want everything right here, right now, and immediately, that you are able to do this now. That 1 or 2 room inventory that is left in maybe in Italy, you can grab that at any time. You don't have to wait until Monday morning just to learn that it's gone. So you can book that over the weekend and then work with us on the rest of the package the week coming. Talking about our preferred properties, so Classic has direct contracts with about 1,400 hotels worldwide. These properties are preferred properties because we have a lot of product managers, like I showed you, our European team, all across the world. They are based in the US, so not everybody is in destination, but they do nothing but work with our hotels and our destinations, work on the contracts, work on building the relationship, crafting beautiful promotions and campaigns that bring a lot of value to you and your clients. And so these properties have a very close relationship and a close bond with Classic. And that really matters for a couple of things. You will always get your maximum commission. You will get strong relationships, which especially matter when you have that VIP client traveling into the destination, or unfortunately, when there is maybe an issue, right? Maybe your clients don't like the room, or maybe your clients fell down the stairs. Who knows what issues is, but we will always have our directors of sales and general managers on speed dial at the hotel in the destination to help you whenever you need that help. With these preferred properties, you also earn loyalty rewards points, which I'll go into in a little bit later. And you also have the opportunity to hold hotel rooms. So let's just say you see this beautiful offer here at the Hotel Grand Britannia that your clients really want, but are not really ready to pay the deposit right now. You don't want to lose the rooms. You don't want to miss out on this pricing. So what you can do is you can put this on hold for up to 5 days while your clients are figuring out whether they want to do it, what other components they want to add through that until you pay this. And you do not miss out on the inventory, or you are not subject to increases of pricing. On these preferred properties, we also offer concierge service, and that is really phenomenal. So if you think about dining reservations, maybe nanny service or spa reservations or restaurant reservations outside of the hotel. So any of these little components that add a lot of work to your day, but tremendous value to your clients, outsource them to us, right? Our concierge team will be happy to deal with that. Preferred amenities, of course. So we do have a lot of virtuoso properties that offer virtuoso amenities to our rates. So you get them through our preferred properties as well. In addition to our preferred properties, we offer something called the affiliate properties. And I always like to say, look at them as gap fillers, right? So these are great properties for a customer maybe that is not able to make it back in one go and maybe has to overnight in Miami, let's just say. So instead of booking that with the hotel direct to yet have another invoice and deal with a different customer service team, you can book that through our affiliate secondary gap filling inventory, as I like to call it, to fill the gaps that we do not offer through our preferred hotels. These hotels are commissionable at 10%, and they are currently fulfilled by Expedia. In-destination experiences is another great selling feature for Classic. We do partner and work with Project Expedition, so we have access to 30,000 of their tours and activities as well. So if you ask yourself now, why do I book this through Classic and not through Project Expedition direct? It is really about you having everything under one umbrella in one booking, right? So think about one commission check, think about one call if your client's flight was delayed or canceled, and you have that domino effect of all these components that would have to be changed or adjusted. You don't have that when you book it all under one umbrella. And of course, one transaction for your customer as well. And here's our human touch, right? So I always say Classic still prides himself in really that human touch. So you have many different ways of working with Classic. You have the opportunity of getting your dedicated reservations agent assigned to you. We call him our account development specialist. And they're exactly that. So they're not just a reservations agent that takes orders and makes your booking. They're really interested in building that relationship with you and growing that business together with you. So that's a really good, I call them partners in crime, right? You want somebody to bounce ideas with that has your back, that has your input, and of course helps you with all your reservations there. Kind of a counterpart to your BDM, just inside of Classic, if you think of it like that. Then, of course, we have our call center. So if you enjoy talking with the call center agents or like to call in, that is always an option. We have email outlets too. So if you say, oh gosh, I don't have time to deal with people today, let me just email it in really quick and have Classic take care of it. You can do that through our CV for you and Europe for you email line. And then, of course, our customer experience, which is the concierge team, customer service team, which is 24/7 throughout anywhere in the world. So, and this would be the only time when we are directly in touch with your customers, with your actual traveler. So your traveler has the opportunity to dial our customer service line no matter where they are in the world, no matter when, and they can talk to a live human being at any given time. And then we, of course, fill you in the next day what happened and what the resolution was. Our no zone. So Classic is really big in educating our advisors as well. So we spend a lot of time, a lot of effort and a lot of resources in not just webinars and tutorials and podcasts, but also in live events. So we have a lot of really fun events like our elite education experience for newer advisors that trains advisors on how to run their business, how to grow their business. Save the date, very much focused on groups and weddings. Then Explore and Mingle is our roadshow that we run throughout the year, where we come through across the US with hotel partners to meet you in person there. And then our no zone also includes our royalty rewards program program and information on the Travel Smart plan. And what else is included in that No Zone are some of our phenomenal campaigns. So I talked about our European Riches campaign, but we also have great campaigns for the rest of the destinations, like Takeoff to Hawaii, which offers you air credits, resort credits. Takeoff to Thailand, for example, with booking credits. Tahiti gets a destination credit and F&B credits as well, and many, many more. All of these informations can be found on our No Zone, which is kind of your advisor hub within Classic. Travel protection is, not everybody's favorite topic, but probably one of the most important ones. So Classic has a phenomenal travel protection plan that we offer. Cancel for any reason, most importantly, commission protection for you. So should your client have to cancel for whatever reason, we still want to ensure that you get paid for the work that you did. And then last but not least, I do want to take a quick second to talk about our groups team. Our groups team is a very big part of Classic's business. Probably about 30% of our overall business is groups business. The groups team is about 50 people strong, so it is a very, very big team. And a couple of things why I would recommend groups with Classic. One of the things is that you get your dedicated groups person. So instead of telling your story over and over again, every time you have a question or you have to make a change on your contracts, you have one person that sees you through the entire contracting process. And once the contract is signed, you get your own groups coordinator that will then work with you all the way until your group returns back from travel. So anything that is needed, you have your person that you can reach out to, and that's here to support you. Industry-leading technology, that really is the case. So with Classic Vacations, and that's probably one of my favorite features, you can build your own custom website for your group. So let's just say this beautiful couple here on the picture is your wedding couple, and they are planning this great and big destination wedding in Mexico. But that also means that you probably have about 150 people to deal with, booking rooms, releasing rooms, extending a night here, maybe taking a night off there, changing transfer here, booking a flight there. So, I mean, you know the drill. So instead of having to go back and forth with all these different people, you can build a very simple, very easy put together groups website for just this wedding couple's wedding. That website will have all the information about the hotel, about the different rooms that we're holding in the group block, about the restaurants, about the itinerary and agenda for the wedding, all that kind of good stuff. On that website, the direct customer, so this wedding couple's friends and families that want to get along, they can book their own room on that website. So they can go on that group's website, click book now on that room category that they want to secure, pay that deposit. You get a notification that Auntie Joan just booked her room and the deposit has been paid. You also have a beautiful dashboard that overlooks all the movement and moving pieces, so you never lose any control or any oversight of what's happening. But what is happening is you're saving a lot of time because you don't have to collect everybody's credit card information, make sure everybody books this and books that. So everybody is kind of self-serving this. You obviously still get your commission. You are still the acting travel advisor, and you are in charge of everything that's happening with this group. So Classic groups definitely a huge focus for us. So a couple of key takeaways. I promised I'll keep it under 30 minutes. So a couple of key takeaways here. Very important for us. Classic Vacations is relationship driven, much so over transactions. So anything and everything will be all about relationships. So we encourage you, build your relationship with your BDM. Contact me if you have any questions. Doesn't have to be a Classic related questions. Remember, we work with hundreds and thousands of advisors every single day. We probably have seen and heard it all. So if you have a situation where you're like, oh my gosh, like what do I do here? Or where do I send these people? Feel free to reach out to us. We love talking about travel. We love talking about anything and everything travel related or travel business related. And we'd love to have a conversation with you. multiple booking channels. So same thing, we are where you need us. So if today you just need to send a quick email because you're out and about, or maybe on a cruise, or I don't know where, maybe at your kids' school functions, send us an email. Let us take care of your bookings while you enjoy life and do what you need to do. Maybe tomorrow you want to talk to somebody and you need to do that. You can do that with us too. Maybe you're sitting on the couch on Sunday night and you really just need to grab that one room very quickly. You can do that as well. So keep us in mind. We work the way you need to work. And then, of course, our nonstop destination growth, it doesn't stop. You saw the little graphic with all our destinations, and we don't stop there. So we have a lot of really, really cool things in store for 2026. So make sure you follow us on social media. Make sure you sign up if you haven't gotten an account with Classic yet and you're not receiving our newsletters. I promise you, it is all worth it this year. There's a lot of really cool things coming. And then most importantly, Classic has your back. Kind of ties back to relationship over transaction. I think, sadly, oftentimes a relationship is just tested when times are hard. And we really want to make sure that you know that we will always have your back. For us, it is always customer and destination first, then advisor, and then everything else. So we will never ask 1,000 questions and leave your client hanging. We will always take care of your customer first, then ask the question, then protect your commission and your business, and then move on with our days, right? So keep that in mind. That is 100% the case, and we don't ever take that lightly. So with that being said, dedicated to you, we really, really appreciate your business, your support. We are incredibly excited. The entire team, I made the announcement a little earlier last week, and the entire team is incredibly excited to meet you and to work with you and to support you as a company and as a team. I'm here for you as well. So if you have any questions or you just want to chit chat or just want to say hi, please feel free to reach out to me. And again, super happy to work with you.
Thank you, Julia. If you can leave your contact up for the moment,
okay,
in case anybody still needs to grab it. We do have a question that came in.
I turn my camera on now so people can actually see me that it's me.
Is there a minimum booking?
No, so there's not. You can book just one night at any hotel anywhere in the world, or you can book 15 nights across whatever. There is no minimum, no.
Okay. And so I think you might have just answered that. The second part of the question was, can they book hotel only? Does it need to be part of a package?
Absolutely. We can absolutely book hotel only. What at this point, and that might change coming down the pipeline, but at this point, what we cannot do is just book a tour or just a transfer or just a flight. So we will always have to have some sort of a hotel component tied to it. And that is just simply because otherwise it is very difficult for us to navigate the booking, right? If we just book a tour, we don't know where the pickup is. We don't know who the client is. So it gets a little bit tricky and it opens up a can of worms for customer service errors, which is why we need that home base as a hotel, at least one.
Perfect. And then I think I can answer this next question, but somebody they had joined just a few minutes late, so missed this. Do you still, just kind of reiterating what you said earlier, do you still have the Expedia inventory?
At the moment, yes. I know that is going to change as well with our recent acquisition by TBO. So, but at the moment, right this minute, yes, we still pull our secondary affiliate inventory through Expedia. That is completely separated from our business. I know there's still a little bit of bad feelings out there about when we were part of Expedia. So it is a completely separate business unit. And we're just white labeling the inventory. And it is very, very clearly marked and noted on the website, whether you're booking a Classic hotel or an Expedia hotel. So it will never be, oopsie daisy, you accidentally booked an Expedia hotel. It will be made very, very clear.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. If you do have any other questions for Julia, specifically to their products, I do encourage you to reach out to her, introduce yourself, build that relationship. Julia, we're really excited about our new partnership with Classic Vacations. One question, are you going to be coming to our conference in Nashville?
actually won't be there, but I'm going to
Oh.
send my rockstar co-worker Christian. He is based in the south. I'm actually based in Brussels in Belgium at this point, so there's a little bit of a long ways to come for me. But I will be at Virtuoso Travel Week, and I will be looking out for you right there. But my coworker Christian is super excited and has a lot of really fun things planned for the conference.
Wonderful. Well, welcome to Classic 2 joining us at conference. So we are welcome to have you there.
Thank you so
thank
very
you.
much.
You're welcome. Have a great day, everyone. Looking forward to this partnership, and please reach out to Julia with any other questions. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Goodbye.